5 minutes, it's all it really takes to make this easy twist turban. Hi everyone, Angela here. You can find the link for this pattern and the full tutorial down on the left and in the description below. For this turban, I'm using a rayon jersey with lycra. It's soft and lightweight with a bit of memory. It's best to use a solid color, but if you can't tell which is the right side, just stretch it across the width of the fabric and it'll curl to the right side. You also want to make sure your fabric doesn't run when stretched. Fold your fabric with right sides together. This part of the pattern needs to be placed along a fold. Because my fabric's quite wide, I don't want to waste this section. I'll refold the fabric just wide enough for the pattern. Place the pattern along the fold, which is parallel with the selvage, and the stretchiest part of the pattern is on the width of the fabric. Chalk around the pattern and cut the fabric out with scissors or use a rotary blade. Also cut or chalk a little notch at the top. Clip or pin just to the right of this notch, and if you need to, clip or pin the rest of the curve. We'll start the stitching from this edge. I'm using the Juki TL-2010Q sewing machine. The link for this and the tools I use are down in the description below. If you're in Australia or New Zealand, click the link for Echidna Sewing and Juki Junkies for North America. Using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, start with a back tack and stitch around. When you get close to the notch, finish by stitching right to the edge and back tacking. Now you can zigzag the seam or use your overlocker or serger, but it's not necessary if your fabric doesn't fray. Turn the seam that's just been sewn right side out. This straight edge with the seam goes on the back of the head, and the V-shape opening is at the front. Grab both sides of the fabric from the back, stretch and gather it, working your way up towards the top of your head. Twist a couple of times, then loop the rest of the fabric over your head. Then neaten it up by turning in the raw edges. For a slightly different look, wear it over to the side, twist it 3 times before looping over, and this will give you a really defined knot. Make sure to check out my other tutorial for a twisted wired bow turban. Thanks again for watching, take care, and happy sewing!